Well, crashing is about as good a place as any to start. There's BFD 3.4, 3.5 crashing. And it hasn't done that yet. It's because I looked at it funny. Yeah, BFD 3.5 sucks. I wish I wouldn't have bought it. Once you start downloading it, you can't refund it, so that sucks. I've got Easy Drummer 3, which I really love from TuneTrack. It was just simple, just worked right out of the box. Yes, Windows, we know, BFD's crashing. Let's try to open this bloated pig again. Hooked it up to my Roland TD17. It actually mapped okay. I had to call it a TD25, I think. And now I've just asked this thing. Okay, here we go. I've asked this thing to open up again. It's got to check the product registration. Papers, please. Papers, please. So if you try to bring BFD 3.5 to a bar or a gig or, look out, because this thing's going to be a papers, please. Papers, please. Make sure you paid. Like, that's first and foremost its concern. Not stability, not good sounding drums. Papers, please is its first priority. So I'm just going to go in here. I got my Tascam Model 24 up here, and I'm going to see if I can go into tools, audio. See the little screen too? I mean, my laptop's already got a little screen, but you can't maximize in their infinite wisdom. I'm clicking, there's no maximization. So you've got a tiny little screen here, and I see that it's wiped out. I have my Focusrite on there. Let's see. I would like the Tascam. Where's my Tascam? So it's going to be ASIO model mixer. Okay, that should make sense. Okay, 128 samples, 48,000, fine. I think that should be fine. TD17, the output, I want it to be the model, and I'm hoping it'll do all the outputs across the faders. So then, see how the screen just kind of disappears? I had to click into the black. There's no save button. It's just everything about this is so stupid. And now you won't get a sound. You'll get I get the MIDI mapping, but you'll get no sound until you load a kit. It doesn't even load a kit at the beginning. So let's just double click, load a kit. It doesn't even load a kit on default. So you think the darn thing's broken at the beginning. All right, now I am playing it. Okay, now we get to play Why Don't We Hear Anything? And this is going to be fun. Easy Drummer 3, you just turn it on and it just works. I'm not affiliated with TuneTrack in any way, but... Alright, so now what are we going to do here? We're on PC mode, everywhere where it counts. Let's take this 15, 16, PC mode, PC mode, PC mode. Okay, we're good. I'm going to unhook these. We've got fader. We're all in the mains here. Like, it should just be working. Oh, we got a mismatch. Okay, so... in this case, it is probably something I'm doing wrong. If it's got a mismatch, 44, 16. Okay, so that was my fault. Should be on 44.1, I would think. So at least the Tascam is smart enough to know what's going on. The Tascam's got to diagnose why BFD isn't playing. BFD sure don't know. It's just sits here like, no idea. So let's go to 44.1. Again, there's no save button or anything. You just have to like click into the black, click into the void. Now, let's hit a drum. Nah, I'm still not hearing anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now they're all going to master. Master. So now I got to scroll across this little window. So snare, I would like just to go to, let's say, mono 1. Is that possible? So I would like to just hear the snare. I'm going to boost the volume on the snare a little bit. And the rest are going to master. And I have no idea what the master could be 1 and 2. It's ambiguous. Who knows? Let's see if we can figure out where master goes. Like which pair, This software, like I've been ripped off, I just moved that. I'm struggling because I have to grab this little tiny bar. Oh, now what's going on? Oh, this is some kind of freaking news thing. I'm struggling to grab this tiny little bar down here, which is Okay, there we go. It'd be, you know, I'm one-handed right now because of the camera, right? But master. Well, where does master go? Nobody knows. The thing that I just did with the snare, I doubt it worked. The snare's so freaking quiet. I don't know why the snare's so quiet on this thing. I played around for like half hour before I started this video. That's when it crashed, and you can see I have the snare like cranked. So why is it not cranked, right? Let's come back to the faders here. I think these red ones can all be down because it's virtual line in. We'll bring all these up. And the snare was quiet on the Focusrite too. I just had a simple 2-track system happening. Let's bring my master up. Okay, this should at least get us louder drums in general. I don't know why the snare is so quiet compared to everything else. It's very strange. Easy Drummer 3 isn't like that. Addictive Drummer 2 is not like that. What else did I use? I've used some other ones. Why is the snare so quiet? The mapping's okay. See, now that's way too loud. I'm going to have to just move the fader down here. And then the quiet snare, for some reason, I'm going to have to look that up. But, like, why? Like, why can't the snare just be a loud snare right out of the box? Doesn't make any sense. Again, you can't maximize this, which drives me nuts. I feel like I got ripped off. I wish I could get my money back. Let's load the funk kit up here. Load the preset. All existing work will be lost. Are you sure? Yes. Work. Come on. There's been no work put into this. All right, give me that snare. Everything's louder than the snare again, right? And yeah, I can go on Google and frickin' YouTube and research it and find out, like, hey guys, why is my snare so quiet? Oh, now we've loaded something else. But actually, everything else is down low. Let's crank the snare. You'd think now, I'm hitting it. Is it not gonna? There, it's pretty loud there. Pretty loud when I click on the mouse. Ooh, I got a rim shot on that, which was kind of cool. So quiet. And I got it cranked. You know, unless I'm not doing that right, but intuitively, you would think you would raise the fader and it would get loud, right? Let's try another. Let's grab this. Yes, load me up a different snare. Oh yeah, that's great. Sounds like it's got its snares off, you know? Yeah, snare sticks, snare off. Let's grab the Black Panther with the snares on. That's loading. And I'm just waiting for this BFD to crash again. My system, it might not look like much, but it is an i5. It exceeds the hardware requirements. And it's real quiet. I guess I could sell this, right? People sell their BFD license. I could look into that. Get my money back that way. I hear people do that. I've never sold a software license like that before, but let's go to, let's tell this no. Let's go to kits. Grab me up BFD 370. Like, I'm sure I can Google the hell out of why is my snare quiet by default and find an answer. But, like, it's just like, what? The snare? Of all the drums? Of all the drums, the snare comes quiet? Like, I don't understand. Where's the miking, you know? When do we get into the miking? Let's see. Now that's a little better. I like the rim shots. The mapping is fine. I don't think it's as tight as Easy Drummer 3, but the mapping is, you know, it's fine. I'm wondering where I can set the microphones, because this has all got like virtual microphones and stuff, right? Like if I right click drums, BFD 3.0 via BFD virtual. Okay. What else can I do? Shit. Swap with. Why would I want to swap? MIDI learn, clear the slot. Somewhere in here, you must be able to set like which mic is on the drum. I don't know. What's auto do? Some kind of MIDI learning kit, effects, groove editor, key map, drums, presets. Yeah, I guess I should have learned it a little bit better, but at the same time, I didn't learn Easy Drummer 3. You just use it. You just load it and boom, you're off to the races. You know, like, why is this like this? Why is the snare quiet? How do I do my microphones? Why isn't it just implied, you know? Does it have to be? Why is this little menu so small? I hate this software. It's terrible. This is my next thing, is I'm going to figure out how to sell this key. Where do people sell these keys at? Maybe they sell on Reverb. How great would that be? Yeah, I'll figure that out. That'll make for a good video. How do you sell a software, a used VST software on Reverb? I'll blow this thing out at a great price too. Like basically like the expansion I bought, which I don't even see in here. Like, how do you see your expansion? It's so poorly laid out, you know. What drums are stock and what come with my expansion? VRT, I guess. Yeah, virtual recording techniques. Okay. So it's not that cryptic. So VRT would be my virtual recording technique expansion that I bought. So let's load that kit for fun. I've double clicked. Is it loading? Yeah, it is, because you can see the little progress bars besides the drums here. I think. No, look. Yeah, look. Look at those fatties loading. Pull, everybody. We got to load some FLAC files, and it's killing us. Pull them all. Funny, this laptop can do everything else fast with this bloated software. All right, so this is from the VRT expansion, I guess. Does sound good? Sounds good. Again, the snare, real quiet for some reason. I'll have to Google that. Dear Google, when you first load BFD 3, why are the kits mixed like garbage? Dear Google, why would BFD 3 choose to have the snares sound like quiet garbage? Like why? Why? Easy Drummer 3, you just load it up and everything sounds like a mixed kit. There's really nothing else to do if you don't want to. Now, okay, so yeah, I'll blow this out. I'll put whatever my base cost was on the program, I'll bring that down to 70%, and then I'll throw the expansion in for free. So that's if Reverb lets me do that. I've never sold a plugin, like a used plugin, ever, let alone on Reverb, but people do it. I know they do it, because you commenters have sold me. You're like, yeah, I had that, and I sold it. It's like, sold what? It's a key. You sold the key? That's incredible. I'll look into it, though. I don't want nothing to do with this garbage software. I'm just waiting for it to crash now. I mean, this is how we started the video, right? Damn thing crashed. So I am perfectly happy to go back to Easy Drummer 3, which for the 100 and whatever Canadian I spent on this in the expansion, the BFD 3.5, I mean, I could have bought myself a nice Easy D, whatever they call them, ESX, whatever they're called, the expansions for Easy Drummer 3. So yeah, total buy remorse. Let's return BFD 3. It sucks. Anyway, if you like watching me fail in my studio, fail and be wrong about stuff all the time, please consider liking and subscribing. Quest for Gear. Thanks very much.